Video. Once again, I will be talking about survival versus utopia. And one example is our general opposing beliefs. I mean, I know that very few people will ever find people who have almost identical viewpoints to themselves. There's truly millions upon millions of different types of viewpoints as well. I mean, I would go as far as to say that no one is even capable of ever having 100% viewpoints that are exactly the same. So I don't think it's really possible, because I think there's always going to be a small margin of differences, which goes to one of my other points, where I think the number 100% is never true. I mean, I don't think anything is ever exactly 100%. I think it's just a number that makes man feel more secure in an insecure world. I don't think it really exists ever. I don't think anything's ever 100%. Only maybe in a small portion or controlled section of a statistic, perhaps. But what the thing is that we as humans have many opposing viewpoints, which are generally survivalistic instinct viewpoints of our surrounding world and how to deal with the situations and what's going on and what can be done about it. And it's there. Everyone pretty much has. I mean, even mentally challenged people, I'm sure, have their own viewpoints, and it's there. And when someone has an opposing viewpoint, it generally causes a hostility, and it's really truly there for a reason. Like let's pretend that I was in, say hundreds of years ago, I wanted to build a house, while someone wanted to take my house and take it away and use it as firewood, like dismantle my wooden cabin and turn it into firewood and take it away. Thus, his opposing belief is a threat to my existence and my survival, which is why we are set up to basically become hostile with opposing beliefs, because we're hardwired for this kind of survivalistic instinct, where we are, like I said, we are in a society where we have changed the surroundings, the environment so much that we forget what survival is. I mean, even if you're a lawyer or a doctor or a businessman who's going in the office all day, you still have these primitive, primal instincts in us, and they're never going to go away. They're there for a reason. They've gotten us this far, and those same instincts make it so we are incapable of creating utopia. And they're there. And the same thing goes for racism. I mean, when it comes to racism, first off, we were put in a certain environment. Let's be fucking real here. There were white people in Norway originally. There were black people in sub-Saharan Africa, and there were Chinese people in the Orient. Let's be fucking real here. And if you were, say, 1,000 years ago in Oriental, and all of a sudden you see a black person and you never saw them before, that is a fucking threat, because you're here, and why is this person coming into my land? Are they going to steal my food? They're here to hunt my food and take it away from me? Are they here because they are overpopulating and thus they might attack us? And thus there's an instinct there. And even worse, if that one black person was seen in the Orient 1,000 years ago, and all of a sudden that black person goes around and shoots, takes a bow and arrow and shoots a Chinese person in the head, then naturally you won't become prejudiced towards that, because, hey, what the fuck is he doing? This is a threat to my survival. Are they going to attack us and steal our food and enslave us? These are survivalistic instincts, and they're there. And pretty much anyone who says they're not prejudiced or racist is bullshit. And it's really true. Everyone's prejudiced. You're set up for judgment. Prejudice, prejudgment. And racism is one of the forms of that. And it's very hypocritical when someone says, oh, I'm so against racism, but I don't like a certain other kind of person. Like, it could be fat people, it could be gay people. I mean, I find all the time that there's a lot of people who are so prejudiced, they say, I hate racism, and then the next line comes out of their mouth is, I hate gay people. And if you want to claim you're not prejudiced, there's something that goes behind that statement. And like, a lot of people, they'll all have another stand, and like, they will see something wrong with someone say, for instance, saying fried chicken to a black person, but they might not see the same problem with someone saying egg roll or pork fried rice about an Asian person. There's a lot of racism and prejudice that the people are claiming they're not, but it's still there. And like I said, it's a judgment that all humans make. It's there. We had to judge our environment. And we had to judge where the best place was to grow food. It's one of the reasons why people are generally not very attracted to a arid desert environment. We're attracted to the sea for a reason. There's a reason why humans like the sea, because there's a lot of food there. There's a lot to offer along the seas. And the human populations are mostly scattered along the seas. I mean, the majority of the population is within 15-20 miles of the ocean worldwide, and there's a reason why we are attracted to the sea, because it helps and maintains our survival. It's the instinct. We don't even, people don't think about it. People won't say, I'm going to the beach because my survivalistic instinct is telling me to. It's more of that it just happens, but it's still there, and that survivalistic instinct is still there. It's still there for a reason. That's survival. But as long as we do not have the capability, as long as we have people who we can't take opposing views because we see them as, even if we don't personally see it, when you get mad at someone in an argument because they have an opposing belief, this kind of thing generally happens to most humans. It's a trait. As I said, I mean, if someone's supporting belief is that I need to fish to make my food, while another person's view is, oh, I want to drain the water out so I can drink it, or anything. That's why, like I said, like, your survival is important, and that's what we're set up for. And that's why we are set up to judge things and have an opposing belief and have a reaction. There's not just opposing and a thought. There's an emotion behind it, and that's what causes the world to be so fucked up. But it's going to be there, and it's not going to change because it's the survivalistic hardwired trait that's there for our survival and has gotten us here. So, generally speaking, we had to get here somehow, and if you don't think judgment and prejudice and racism and all these things, and you hate them so much, then you could kiss our human race goodbye, because if we were incapable of judging the poison berries from the non-poisonous berry, we would die. If we were incapable of judging a vicious tiger from a non-vicious thing, we would die. We were incapable. I mean, we can't just say, oh, the poor tigers might have feelings, and go up and pet it and then, die. Because that's not what survival is. That's why there is judgment, prejudice, and racism. It's there for a fucking reason. And same thing with the gays. I mean, people generally have a lot of prejudice against gay, and it's a universal Homo sapien human trait. Because almost every religion talks about homophobia. Almost every country in the world has a strong anti-homosexual viewpoint. I mean, it's pretty much a universal overall human trait. There's people who are not homosexual, but it's a huge factor worldwide. And it's because we are so scared that the homosexuals will stop reproducing and cause the human race to die. I mean, it's hardwired. It's there. Or that, say, a homosexual male who might be feminine might not be able to fight off the bears or something, and it's there. I mean, in today's environment, if anything, we need less people to fucking reproduce. It's no longer, we need more and more people. It's more, don't fucking pop up fucking 20 kids anymore. Like, fuck you. We only have so many fucking resources. We only have so much wheat, and we only have so much rice. And if you have more than fucking 2 kids, you're a selfish prick. Sorry. If you want to have more than 2 kids, you're a selfish prick. Which is another fucking point. I think anyone who has more than two kids should not get any extra. Like, if you have more than 2 kids, you still get more government handout compared to your income. So, like, if you have like 5 kids versus 2, you are getting more and more government handouts to balance out your extra kids. Fuck that. If you have more than 2 kids, you don't get the fucking funding stops right there. Fuck them. If you have more than 2 kids, fuck you. You're not getting any extra government handouts to try and bring up your fucking mistakes up further. Like, seriously. What is this?